everyone, so today's video is going to be an updated piercings video as I haven't done one for ages. I'm just going to be going through what piercings I have had since my last video, what I don't have anymore, and you know, how they're all doing, that sort of thing. So if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you will all probably know I am quite a big fan of piercings, and I've had them here, there and everywhere, and some have been taken out and some are still there. So I am just going to go through what I have recently have had done. To be honest, none of them are actually recent. I think my most recent one was a year ago. So I've been laying off the whole piercing, what do we call it? Piercing scene, the piercing scene. So I'll go through the ones that you all already know and what I still have. So you all know that I have my lobes done just in 5 different places. I currently only have 3 in and not the other 2. I do have the top of my ear done and my tragus, and then on the other side I have the same on the lobe, but I do have my industrial scaffolding, whatever piercing it's called. If you do want to know any, you know, sort of how I looked after it or the pain rating, that is on my other piercings video, which I will try link in this video somewhere so you can see that if you do want to know anything about ears. So I can't remember what I last mentioned in my video of my piercings, but as you know, I had my wrists pierced, but I have taken both those out. I took both those out a while ago just because they are such a pain. They get caught on everything and they just don't really ever heal because they're always getting caught on stuff. So that piercing is a no-go. Just don't get your wrist done. Bad idea. I did have a little microdermal piercing in my chest here, which eventually grew out after a few months. So again, that was just a complete waste of money for me. Another one that grew out, I did have my vertical tragus done on each side. I think you may remember if you do watch my videos for a while. Again, they both grew out. This one I got done first and it grew out, so I thought, you know what, I'll get this side done because I really liked it. And again, that side just grew out. They just don't agree with me. Like, I went with my friend at the same time and she still has hers in, but mine just didn't want to stay. So I do still have the back of my neck pierced. I do have a lot of questions on that of if I still have it pierced. It is actually called a nape piercing if you are wanting to go get it done. I do still have that done. I don't know how well I'm showing this because I can't see. But yeah, I do have my nape done there, and then below it I have 2 scars where I did have it done before, but it kind of got like keloid scars on it, so I took that one out and got it redone. I do currently look like I've got a chin piercing, but I swear it's a spot. It's not a piercing, it's just as big as a piercing and it looks great. On my last one, I think I mentioned I had my nipple pierced, but I don't have that done anymore. Just because, again, it was a bit of a pain. It got caught on stuff, and you know, people have different experience with piercings, but that one just really wound me up all the time. You know, when you get out the shower and you catch it on the towel, like, it's just the most painful thing ever. If you've got a nipple piercing, then you'll know. But yeah, I took that one out because it just did my head in, really. I still have the 2 belly ones, which I have had in forever, and I don't think they'll ever heal, to be honest, because I've had them in so long. My latest additions, I have 2 where they're in my mouth. One of them you probably will never have seen because you can never see it. My other one is my tongue. So I got that done, I think it was about 2 years ago. I can't really remember, but it was quite a while ago. See, for me, the pain getting it done wasn't that bad, but I would never ever ever go through what I went through afterwards having your tongue pierced. It is just horrendous. Like, it's traumatic. I woke up the next day and I was just like, my tongue was about this big and it was just bleeding. It was awful. Couldn't eat a thing for a few days. I didn't want to tell my mum that I got it done, but when I couldn't eat my tea, I had to tell her and she shouted at me. So if you wanted to go on a diet, it's perfect getting your tongue pierced because you can't eat for a few days. Now I just completely forget I've even got it done because I can't feel it, and you know, it healed quite quickly. With it being in your mouth, it's constantly got like saliva in, which is really gross. It did heal quite quickly. I haven't developed a lisp like a lot of people do with a tongue piercing. Mine seems to be fine. But yeah, I actually like my tongue piercing. I don't think you can see it that much because I think I've got quite big teeth and quite big lips that sort of cover it when I'm talking. But yeah, that's my tongue piercing. Don't know what that pose was. See, I can't really talk whilst I've got my tongue stuck out, but I do just have like a normal silver bar in. I'm not a big fan of the whole coloured bars. I just wanted the plain silver one. So that's what I've got in. Now my last piercing is quite hard to show. You may have seen it a while ago because I had a different ring in it and the ring was just awful. So basically I have my Smiley Pierced, which is just above your lip here. And everyone will be like, oh, why have you even got that done? You can't see it, it's pointless and all this lot. I mean, I know, I get it all the time. I originally wanted it so it was just sort of me who could see it. And I know it sounds really pointless, but I just think it's nice to have something, you know, quite personal. So I got that and then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get a bar where you can actually see it. So I got a horseshoe one and I just wanted, you know, to be able to see a tiny little bit. But no, you could see like a full bar and it just looked absolutely ridiculous. I looked like I had a gap or something in my teeth all the time because I had these two black dots here and I just hated it. So I got that changed back and just put the normal bar back in. And again, I always forget it's there because I can never see it and I can never feel it. The only time I can ever feel it is when I'm brushing my teeth and I sort of knock it out of place because it's used to, you know, staying in that certain area. Other than that, I completely forget it's there. Now I think it's really cute, but people who have a little bit of a gag reflex, I don't think they'll like this piercing. I think it's cute and I really like it. And the pain, honestly, it was nothing. Like, it was like a tiny, tiny little scratch. You'd think with it being like the skin that sort of joins on, it'd really hurt, but honestly, it doesn't hurt at all. So I'll show you that as well because obviously I can't talk whilst I'm showing because it's in my mouth. This pose is so attractive. I look like a whore. I kind of pull this face. You can see just one ball. That was just one ball, by the way. Probably completely ruined my lipstick now, which is great. Yeah, that one's a Smiley piercing. I think on some people it does look really cute when it's sort of dangling down, but on me it just looked absolutely horrendous. So I just wanted to keep my tiny little bar, which I think looks cute and no one else can see it. So yeah, like I said, the pain rating with that was absolutely nothing. There wasn't really much aftercare. It's slightly swelled the next day, but you know, it's not really somewhere in your mouth that you're like constantly feeling, so I couldn't really feel that, so that was it. So that is my updated piercings. I don't have any more, which is really boring. I know I've been quite sensible these past few years on having 2 more. I was thinking of getting my nose done, but I only want the really tiny rings and I don't know if that would suit me. Please thumbs up if you think it will suit me because I don't have a clue. I just don't know. So I just wanted to say, if you could all be absolutely amazing people and click the bell, which is down below, that will just make sure that you all know when I have made a video and you'll get a notification. So it's much easier than, you know, I do post on all my social media when I have posted a video, but some of you might not see it. So it'd be really good if you could click the bell down below and you will see my videos. Also, I know most of you will be subscribed, but one of my New Year's resolutions is to get 100,000 subscribers. This has been my New Year's resolution probably for the past 3 years because I know I've been so inconsistent with YouTube, but I promise this year is the return. I will be so much better with my videos and getting so much more content up. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why I'm pointing up here. I think the subscribe button used to be up here, but I think it's now down here. So if you do subscribe, that would mean the world to me. As always, I will link my Instagram, Twitter and Facebook down below. That way as well, I do post on there, you know, when I've uploaded a video, or I do try to reply to every tweet as well. So come tweet me and say hi. So thank you for watching everyone, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!